Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Tono. How are you?
Good, good. How you doing, man?
All right. Let's see about getting started here. I was just kind of reading through today's briefing. Let me pull that up. Basically, all eyes are on the meeting today at the White House between European leaders and Trump and Zelensky.
Right.
Ray Dalio, the head of Bridgewater Capital, suggested over the weekend a 15% portfolio allocation into gold or Bitcoin. So that would give some tailwinds to gold. But if there's indications of peace in Ukraine, that might send gold down. London didn't move a whole lot, despite Asia moving quite a bit. So I don't know. We're probably in for a subdued morning this morning, unless something, some kind of news breaks.
Right.
3330. What does that say?
Did you get your problem fixed?
I think so. Yeah, seemed to kind of resolve itself.
Good.
I get let me see, go over here to the 15-minute chart and get this box drawn around price right now. Well, I don't like to do that on the 15-minute chart. I like to do that on the 1-minute chart. Very tight range right now.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tight today. It's Monday, and nothing happened over the London session.
Yeah.
It couldn't give us a break and not trigger us. We had to trigger us and go up.
I know. I can't figure it out. Why gold hates me so much? What did I do?
Yep. That's what it does to you. We have a love-hate relationship.
Yeah. Guess that's our range right there. On the 1-minute chart. Maybe I gotta give that a little bit more, be a little more generous with that. Down to there, is that about right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. The 10-second chart, we're probably looking at the range between the swing high and the swing low here on futures. And gold is not on this chart. We gotta bring that one up. Turn that yellow for gold. Okay. We have no strength differential between gold and the dollar right now. I mean, barely. There's -3 on the dollar and +4 on gold.
Yeah.
We bring MetaTrader 4 up so we can see that.
It's crazy. You have a different number than I do on the dollar. I got -5 from the same indicator.
Really?
You're midterm.
No, I'm short term.
Let me make sure I'm not on midterm. Hold on.
I do notice that we might have a slightly different update.
Yeah, I'm on short term too.
Yeah, so I think it updates like every minute, but it depends on when you start it. So it might take a minute for mine to catch up or a minute for yours to catch up. I don't know which one's wrong.
Yeah, -3 now. So mine was wrong.
Yeah. So let's see. I need to get Team Viewer here.
What's the weather like there?
It is cloudy. It's kind of a cool 67 degrees outside.
Is it dark?
Not dark, but it's gray. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. MetaTrader is up.
Right.
All right. Crazy idea today. Don't hate on me, but I'm thinking let's try to make some money today. All right, YouTube is going. Let's see. Yep, YouTube is up. All right. So let's get to just a little bit of analysis right now. Here on the 1 minute chart, let me get rid of the indicators. I have drawn a box around the current range just to make it easier to see when we break out of this range. Right above us, we have yesterday, or rather, I think I drew it for the past 3 days, the point of control, because we've been in this range that we're in right now, essentially for about since let's see, since really since Monday of last week. We came down into this range on Monday of last week, and we've just kind of been ranging right in here. So this is the point of control starting, I think, on Tuesday of last week. Right above that, we have the DM4, which is where buyers like to take profit, and we can see that overnight we have pushed against it a couple of times, and pushed through it, but have come down each time. So it seems to be holding right there on the DM4, and then right below us we have the pivot, the DR1. So we are between the DR1 and the DM4 right now here on the 1 minute chart. If we look at it here on a 5 minute chart, again getting rid of the indicators and just showing the pivots and the box I've drawn around price, we see that overnight during the Asia session we did come up and hit against the WPP through the DR2, but again eventually came back down, and it's been holding right here below the DM4. Below the DM4 and above the DR1. So we're looking for a break on one side or the other of those pivots to really decide a direction this session. And we can see that we're really getting a lot of choppiness right around the point of control, which is normal and what we would expect. The VIX is at 15.58, which is kind of in the normal / calm region. We aren't expecting a lot of volatility unless we hear some breaking news during this session that is unexpected. The dollar was, I guess, kind of rising over the London session. It's been kind of sideways for the last couple hours. With the 10-year government bond yield, we've come down during the London session. It's been sideways for the last 2 hours. So that kind of tells us where we are here on futures. Of course, the price is different, but it mirrors the movements on gold. This is the 10-second futures chart. I'm going to be trading futures this morning. I think Tono's going to focus on spot. I suppose it depends on how the market moves, though. If the market isn't moving enough for spot, might trade some futures as well, because we get smaller movements are easier to trade on that 10-second chart. Let's see, what do we have here? What's telling me that we have? Oh, that's TeamViewer. Okay, that's because our MT4 decided to stop working while I was doing that. Let's see if I can get that going again.
You're starting it up again?
I'm not starting it up. I'm starting up TeamViewer from one computer to the other.
Your problem is starting again?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. All right, there we go. So if we look here on MetaTrader 4, what we have, let me just make this its own screen so it's not so noisy. What we have here on the upper left side is the 15-minute chart, which also has our daily pivots automatically loaded in there. If you go to the BarcelonaTrader.com and click on the trading course, you can see how to set that up on your own MetaTrader 4, so you can see the pivots automatically drawn. Otherwise, we have a spreadsheet that you plug in the previous day's open, high, low, and close, and it calculates them for you automatically. Same with the weekly and the monthly pivots. Next to the 15-minute chart, we have a 1-hour chart. Next to that, we have here the 4-hour chart. Here on the bottom left, we have the daily chart. We can see that so far today we've gone up, even though we did create a bottom wick right there at the Asia Open, which unfortunately triggered some hedges on our side, which are giving us some aggravation. Here we have a currency chart that compares the dollar and the yen. The yen in yellow is a stand-in for gold. And here on the bottom right, we have what we call our FX trend display, showing us whether buyers or sellers have more power in any given moment, and whether we're in an uptrend or downtrend on various different time frames. Kind of helps us with our signals for entry. And then on the other MT4 screen, we have here on the right the Renko chart. We have the 1 minute Hakanashi chart with an indicator drawing out supports and resistances that are very accurate and sometimes don't show up with our indicator on TradingView, so we use them in conjunction with each other, and just gives us a better understanding of where the market is and supports and resistance it's likely to encounter. Then here on the upper left, we have a 15-minute Hakanashi chart, and on the bottom left, the 5-minute Hakanashi chart. So all of these charts, even though if we're just looking at this one, just the one I trade futures off of, I can see all of the other charts I've shown you around me. But if I have to talk specifically about them, I'll try to flip to them so you can see what I'm seeing if it's worth commenting on. Otherwise, just like to keep these charts up and around me so I can see what's going on with just a glance at any given moment. And Tono has the same or some variation of these charts that he's also looking at. Let me turn the music down just a touch. Okay. It is 7:38. Going to set alerts for myself at 7:59, so I'm alert for the 8 o'clock. At 8:19, so I'm alert for the 8:20 COMEX open. 8:29, 8:59, 9:29, 9:59, 10:29 if we're here that late, and 10:59. We're not usually here that late, but if the market's insists on giving us money today, we'll stick around for it. Let's see. Today is August 18th, Monday. We don't have anything really on the calendar in terms of expected economic news. We just have the meeting in Washington between Trump and Zelensky and the European and NATO leaders. So we'll be watching for any unexpected news that comes out of that, although I don't expect any of that to be coming out while we are trading this morning. That'll be later today. Just one more reference point here. If I go here to the 5-minute chart, actually if I zoom out to the, let's call it the 30-minute chart, just so we can pull it together here, we see that right here below us, down here at 33.31 or so, is the low of last week, which occurred on Friday. On Thursday, excuse me. And up here at about 34.02, we have last week's high of the week. We're closer to the low than the high right now. All right, I'm going to put the indicators back on. Makes things look a little bit more complex, but really the only thing we have to worry about here are these yellow, orange, and red lines, which are the supports and the resistance that we have an indicator that draws. You want to look at the trend, which are these dotted blue lines here and the solid blue line that runs down the middle. This white box that I've drawn around the range right now is just our opening range. It just helps us more visually see when price breaks out of the range that we're currently in. You can ignore these colored boxes and these squiggly lines and these diagonal lines that are running across the screen right now, except for this trend. So it's not as complicated as it looks. And then this squiggly line down here at the bottom is our volume indicator. When volume is increasing, they turn yellow. When it's decreasing, they turn blue. So you can have increasing volume when price is going down, and you can have decreasing volume when price is going up. This doesn't indicate at all the direction of the chart. It only indicates whether there's increased or decreased volume. Volume is what moves price, so it's important when we're trading that volume at least be increasing, if not high volume there already. Okay, let's make money.
Yeah. Now we sit and wait.
Now we sit and wait, exactly. Now there is a bit of room to trade in this range. Right now, for example, we're sitting on a support on the 1 minute chart that is right here. Right here. And if it just kind of creeps down here, there's nothing to trade because we're only, really a pip and a half away from another support. But if it breaks down here decisively and breaks through this support here on the bottom, there might be, actually that looks like that's going to be choppy too. I don't think there's anything to trade there. Same thing that we're looking at here on this chart. So I think we'll just look at the 1 minute chart here for a while and not get us tempted into trading anything on that 10-second chart, because sometimes it will move a little fast and you think that's a trade, but then you look at the 1 minute chart and you realize that wasn't a trade. I'm speaking for myself. Okay, we're getting some movement here. We can see that we broke through that little support that was right there on the 1 minute chart, and we've come down to the next one. So as I was saying, if we broke through here with some decisiveness, there could be a trade down here, but we're going to run right into our next pivot, which is the DR1. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to trade right into the DR1.
And plus it's sitting on a support line at 46 on the 1 minute.
Exactly. Yeah, right there. And this dotted blue line here has to do with a swing low or a swing high on another time frame. So let me see where that is.
What is your equity on your account? The small account?
3273.
That's the balance, right?
Oh, that's the balance. Sorry, equity is 656.13. And my margin level percent is 64.95.
64% 95 is the margin.
Yeah.
Let me check something real quick. That's close to a stop out, if I'm not mistaken. Margin call.
Yeah, we've gotten this account into some trouble.
Hmm.
Sometimes the hardest part of trading is just waiting.
Yep. I never really expect much from a Monday. I
Yeah,
kind of just get my bearings right. Unless it wants to give it to us, then we'll take it. But
yeah,
Mondays, I don't. It's just a day where I just kind of get my finger on the pulse, to kind of feel what's happening.
yeah, yep,
No, normally on summer Mondays, I don't even get up to trade. I let the market do whatever it wants to do.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you have a chance to look into that WAP?
I didn't. No,
Okay.
I still have it up here on my computer, but I haven't looked into it. I'll do that today. Oh, look at this. We're getting some movement now. All right, we have come down through that pivot. We're at the swing low on the 1 minute chart and at the bottom of the range that we drew. If we look over here. So now I would expect price to consolidate for a little bit right here. And if it continues down, we probably have a trade because we have, well, we're in the middle of a support on the daily pivot chart over here on MetaTrader 4. If I go right over here to this chart, we see we're in the middle of a support here, but that support does not exist on any of the other time frames. So if we get through this, maybe down to about 33.42, well, no, 33.43 or so. And then we have the DM3 coming right up after that. So still in a little bit of chop here, even if we get below this. It depends on price action and what it looks like as it's coming down. There might be a trade there.
There's also support on the 5 minute Akinashi and the 1 minute Akinashi. Probably
that's right. Yeah.
And the 15 minute, by the way.
Right
15
here.
minute.
Yep, right there.
We're
there.
inside of it now.
There. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, we have 1 minute for the 8 a.m. candle. All right, that's the 8 o'clock right there. Yeah, we have seen more um, more volume come into the market just now with that 8 o'clock. So that's good.
I'm just posting.
What's that?
Trump is posting.
Oh,
So
See?
Hmm. One of them days, those Mondays.
Sorry, I got a call there. I had to take.
No problem.
All right, since the open here at 8 at about 11 and a half minutes ago, price has been going up for the most part. But we are still within this very defined range. Pull back here a little bit on the 1 minute chart. We see the range has been very narrow. We have a swing high and a swing low on both sides of this range, and been very choppy right here around the point of control. And so there's just really, unless price starts moving very decisively, there's nothing to trade here right now, at least the way we trade.
Do you know what time Trump is meeting with these people?
I believe it's sometime this morning, because the European leaders left Europe overnight for us, or overnight in New York time. So
Right.
I think it's sometime this morning, but I wouldn't expect there to be any announcements or any conclusions or anything, really, that's going to affect our trading this morning. It's not going to, there aren't going to be announcements until this afternoon.
Morning, guys.
Hey, Rock.
Rock, what's up, buddy?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Survived another weekend?
Another weekend, man. Another weekend. It was a good weekend.
All right.
Thank you.
Very short applause there.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't that great a weekend. So, yeah, that makes sense.
What constitutes a great weekend at Rock's house?
Day drinking. Eating good bread with some good oil, with some good olives. Yeah.
We're waiting for gold to break out of this range.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of doubting it's going to do that anytime in the next, I don't know. I guess anything could happen, but it's been in this range for a while. It's been in this range since 4:30 this morning.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not expecting much today.
Yeah. Actually, it's been in this range since 3:45.
I have 2 trades running that are kind of open, so I'm just gonna focus on closing those. That's all.
And let's see. Let me flip back to this 5-minute chart. Let's take a little trip around the block. The VIX is where it was because the VIX hasn't moved until the equities market opens. The dollar has moved up a little bit in this session. Yields have remained about the same. And gold is just kind of puttering along. This range looks bigger on this chart, but if we, we can see it's really just nothing there. Keep it expanded.
Uh-huh.
So see it a little bit better. I find that sometimes when I look at this 10-second chart, it looks like it's moved because it's a 10-second chart. It looks like it's moving a lot more than it is, and I can get FOMO'd into some of these trades where they aren't really trades. So if I just keep my eye on the 1-minute chart, it puts it into better perspective for me and says there are no trades here.
100% correct. 100% correct. Our brains want activity. We want to do something.
Yeah.
But it's just not there.
So the ranges between this 344.20 and 348.20 kind of.
I have it at 351.5.
33. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, up there. I see.
But it's not even that. It's even tighter than that right now.
Well, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what is it, 48 to 46, 45?
Yeah, it's wow.
The
Like
reason,
a 2-3 pip range. That's
yeah. The reason I have it as wide as I do here is because price has been, in these areas above and below where we are right now, sometime in the last few hours, and there's enough chop in there that it just, for me, it doesn't make sense to trade anywhere that price stays within that range that I've marked. Even though right now it's just in this 2 pip range.
Right.
I have about a 6 pip range marked on the chart that is a no trade zone for me.
That makes sense. Are you feeling better, Tono?
Yeah, a little better, man. Thank you, brother. Yeah. It's actually just been doing 40, 45 and a half to 47 and a half, 2-pip range.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Makes me want to just spit.
But we know there'll be more opportunities.
As long as capitalism survives, right? As long as capitalism survives.
Yeah.
I wrote this post a while back, and I just I guess it was programmed to go out this morning. It's called "Why Trading is One of the Hardest Things You'll Ever Do, Even if that dumb guy you know is somehow good at it."
Yeah. That's because sometimes we can overthink the trading.
Yeah,
Sort of like paralysis by analysis.
right.
You have so much going on. Well, the dumb guy's just looking at something simple, you know.
Yeah,
But
or
that's not. They never last long, though.
well,
That's
you
what
know,
people don't understand.
I have watched some traders online who are pretty good traders, and they're just not the sharpest tack in the drawer. You can just tell by what they talk about and what comes out of
Yeah.
their mouth. But they have learned to master themselves emotionally and to um, just remain disciplined and not get into FOMO trades and not revenge trade. And you don't have to be a genius to master that stuff.
Right. All right. Come on, Mouse. What's going on? Give me no problem all morning.
I don't know what it is, but I'm having bandwidth issues again. Let me know if I'm breaking up to you guys.
Okay. You sound okay.
All right.
And I mean, it's not, if there's any breakage, I'm not hearing it. It's very slight, if any at all.
Okay. So that article is now live on the BarcelonaTrader.com. Why trading is one of the hardest things you'll ever do, even if that dumb guy you know is somehow good at it. Front page, scroll down, you'll see it at the bottom. I'm telling that to our YouTube viewers, not to you, Rock.
Yeah. I got that.
All right, if you just got here, we are patiently waiting for price to break out of this range here from white line to white line. This is the 1 minute spot gold chart represented with Hakanashi candles. The yellow candles, the gold candles are bullish, the blue candles are bearish. This is our 10-second chart where we're trading futures off of. We have 1 minute now for the 30-minute candle, 8:30 on the east coast of the US. We'll see some more volume come in, and maybe that will get us finally out of this range. Essentially, not much of a difference between the strength, relative strength of the US dollar and gold. But the little difference that there is would suggest we're in a slight downtrend.
$8.30 candle, nothing happened.
right, let's look just to make sure we're not missing anything on these other charts. The dollar is sideways to a little bit of an uptrend. Looks like yields have increased over the last few minutes. 10-year yield is up in this session since 8 o'clock, since about 30 minutes ago. But on gold, neither the 8 o'clock nor the 8:30 candle has moved price much. Printing very sideways. Well within the no trade zone range that I've marked here for myself.
With the iPhone, Mike, when you go to the store,
Yeah.
right, you find an app and it says in-app purchase.
Yeah.
When you scroll down, it has like 6 or 7 different options, right? How do you know which one you're actually getting when you download that app?
Well, you're getting the app for free, and once you have the app, you can probably read more about the options, and because you're making whatever purchase you're making it within the app.
So so you know how you double click on the app to get it, that's not going to charge me. It'll just give me the app.
Unless it says a specific dollar amount right beside the the app. It should say that the app is free but has in-app purchases. If it says that the app costs $5.99 or whatever, then it's going to charge you the $5.99 just to get the app.
No, it just says get.
Yeah,
then it says in-app purchases.
That's free. That's free.
That's free.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you decide which subscription you want.
Right.
I'm downloading this WAP app. I want to just see what it's about.
It looks like the range is going to be a quarter pip. This,
Yeah, even for a Monday, this is very slow. This is a very tight range.
Oh, it is, man.
grief. Sorry about the dog. I'll be right back.
Mhm.
Okay. A little bit of action.
Did I hear somebody say there's some action happening?
No, I misspoke. Yeah. Mhm. Someone referred to Greg Abbott as Voldemort. How was your weekend, Mike?
It was nice. It was nice. A lot of
Good.
social engagement this weekend, but I went to a Jackson Brown concert on Saturday night. He played for 3
Oh,
hours.
that is so
It was
cool.
amazing. Yeah, it was great.
Jackson Brown played for 3 hours.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's
yeah. It was really good. He sounded great.
that's awesome.
At the Beacon.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. That's a great menu.
Yeah.
LOD.
And
This thing don't want to breathe at all today. This is crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a few frivolous trades here just to entertain myself. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that.
I was about to say that. I was about to say you're knucking futs, man.
Yeah. Yep. Living on the edge. Blowing my money. Hattie, come on. Come here. Come here, you crazy lady. Got about 7.5 minutes before 9 a.m. Eastern Time. We're sitting right on top of a big support on the 15-minute chart. Mixed indicators here on the FX trend. Sitting right on a support on the 15-minute Hakanashi, as well as the 5-minute Hakanashi and the 1-minute Hakanashi. So we have nothing to trade right now, which has been the story of the morning.
My hands are starting to go numb from sitting on them. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
We're getting some movement out of that range.
Yeah.
Kind of squeeze its way down to 44, back to 45. There's nothing happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But when I get off, it's gonna go boom, boom, boom.
Yep. Yeah.
Trump's gonna say, "Fuck you, Zelensky," and it's gonna go off. I keep forgetting we're streaming.
Oh, back to the ranging. Nice.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Something is happening.
At least we're getting some movement out of the range, even if it's not tradable for
Mm-hmm.
me right now. That's a good sign.
There's still too much support on the 1 minute, the 5 minute.
Yeah. wanted to get below the
All this is doing
DM3
is
here.
baiting people into, yeah, it's just trying to bait people into making a bad trade.
Ah.
You see, if you would have taken that trade, you would have been busted out by now
Yep.
on futures.
Yep. All right, 1 minute for the 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. candle.
It's a 9.
Yeah, 9 o'clock right there.
Trying to get past the damn two, but just can't seem to do it.
Yep. Coming down with a little bit of ambition now.
Mm.
A little bit better differential in strength between the dollar and gold. think about a sell here in a little bit. All right, we just hit the pivot.
Even if it broke the pivot with the momentum that's in the market today, it's not. I don't think it's a good thing to even participate until we see some real volume come in.
Volume's increasing right now. We've got my volume indicator
Yeah, I mean,
here.
you're trading futures. You could probably get in and out real quickly. Just real.
Mm-hmm. So you're talking about spot?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see that. I mean, yeah. I mean, with all the movement, it's still barely
Barely
5
moving,
pips.
yeah.
Yeah. So far this morning.
Yeah, and when I got on, it was 48. So it's 4 pips since when I got on, but it creeped down to that 4 pips.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a movement.
Yeah.
It was just creeping. You're going to be sitting on the DM3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we expect, it reaches that pivot right there, react.
Going back up. All right, so the support on the 1 minute Hakanashi has been broken. It's no longer there, but it's still sitting on the support on the 5 minute.
Yeah.
But on the 15 minute is also gone. Right back up.
in and out here. Nope. Presumably that got me out. Yeah. I don't know what's going on here with my system.
It didn't get you out?
I can't tell. It's definitely hit my stop loss, but it looks like I keep running in the negative. Why is that happening? Let me see if that's happening on my trade copier. No, that should have all gotten me out on my trade copier. Weird. Let's see what happened here on my trade copy.
That's why.
Now it wants to do what I thought it was going to do.
Oh, where you stopped
Yeah.
before? Yeah. I've almost made a pip today. Woohoo! No, almost about it. Pip.
right, we are at the value area low. Here on the 1 minute, we are out of that initial, whoops. Oh gosh darn it, there we go, back to where it was. We are out of that initial opening range. I'm gonna lock that in place. So do that again. All right, we're out of that initial opening range. Come down into some chop, just enough to get me into a trade that stopped me out. And so next thing I'm looking for is to break below this bull volume and break below the daily pivot right here. If it does that, we have a trade to the downside. If it bounces off the daily pivot, I'm not going to take a buy. Too much chop there.
Just reaching the support on the 5-minute Fibonacci. Sitting on it. I don't think I'm going to trade today. I think I'll send an alert if it breaks 33, the daily pivot. Then maybe I'll take that ride down to 34, 32. But this just keeping little micro movements. It's just not worth even trading futures or gold.
Yeah.
Or spot.
Yeah. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit, but I feel the same way. I took that trade. I think it was a valid entry. It was just too choppy.
No, just too choppy. Yeah. Give me a call later, Mike. We go over that swap thing. All right.
All right. Have a good one. See ya.
Are you done, Tono? See ya.
I'm done,
oh, just a reminder: send the website if you can.
Yeah, I'll send it over. I'll do it right before when I get up. I'll send it over to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. On Sunday, I take 2 classes at the gym. So if I survive that, that's a good weekend.
Yeah.
2 classes back to back.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
ambitious.
Yeah. It's great. Like to kind of like see your body change is nice, man.
Yeah.
Something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
About 4.5 minutes for the 9:30 candle, which is the stock market open as well.
Okay. Oh, what's it doing now?
1 minute for 9:30. We are 9:30.
What'd I miss? Nothing. Nothing really. You took a trade?
I took a trade, but it didn't
Mhm.
it didn't give me what I thought it was giving me. gave me like $20, and I thought I clicked out with like 80.
Ah, yeah. It's definitely creeping down,
Trying to.
breaking through the support, but I think eventually it should be able to break through it. Have a little bit of a rundown.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Man, it's like pulling teeth
Yeah.
today, huh?
Yeah. It's hitting this full volume on the 1 minute. Yeah, it's gonna hit the pivot.
Yeah. I think maybe now's a good time.
The pivot. I'm going to wait for just a moment.
Yes, 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 I see. It's so choppy. It doesn't stay at a.
Mm-mm.
Mary giving me her fading strategy.
Looking at me, Pop. I need coffee before we start breakfast. I don't have it in me yet. Yeah. Yeah. Get out, please. Wow, it's all sell now. What the fuck? Why the fuck did I place that? See, that's where I'm making rookie mistakes, man. Go with emotion. Where are you at?
They're insane. What? Content. Hold on, give me a second. Matthew's calling. It's a good casting agency. The Bowling Misha, they Blue Bloods and all of that. They
Yeah,
got,
yeah.
well, yeah, they asked for me.
When's the audition?
I don't know if there's an audition yet. They're just confirming that I'm available. They have to like vet everything before they, yeah,
Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. yeah.
Right.
But I'm glad I checked with Matthew about the quality of my stuff. Yeah. I mean, I was just like, what am I doing? Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm not on mute. Okay. Sorry, you heard all of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
it,
that's okay.
casting agent stuff?
My manager just called, so
Oh, nice.
I had to have a conversation with him. He rarely calls this early. He rarely calls. Creep down is just so slow. How was last night's session for you, Mike?
I had a couple trades that I did okay in,
Okay, good.
but they were small. They were small trades.
Woo, another half pip. Yep.
I don't know.
No. It's going good. Yeah.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No. I'm out. Something is funky with my system. I got out of that trade on my Tradovate, which should trigger all of my exits when I had made like 20 bucks. But then I noticed that I was still in the trade. I couldn't figure out why I was still in the trade. I had to go over to my trade copier to get out of all my trades. That's messed up. Less than 1 minute for the 10 o'clock. Ten o'clock right there. I'll be back in a few. I think you're on mute, just in case you didn't know.
Oh, got it. Oh, I didn't even realize I was on mute. Jeez. And I responded and everything. I cracked a joke too.
And you're like, why isn't he laughing? He's so rude.
Hang
on,
There we
might
go.
be a trade here.
There it is. Okay. Was able to close out a trade from Friday.
Good.
Mm-hmm. I have made all up 5 pips today.
Well, that's great. 5 pips is good.
If you say so.
All right, I'll be back in a few.
Okay, sounds good. Sorry, Coco Pop.
Yeah, I saw that coming, but I got nervous and I got out early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. Yeah, would have been a tiny trade anyway. Like even if you hadn't.
I got out with 30, and I think I would have been able to get about 120 out of it.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm gonna call it. I think I'm. Don't think it's gonna give me any more. I'm up for the day. I don't want to risk that because it was.
Oh, absolutely.
I took one loss at the beginning of the session, and it has taken me just a second. Let me see. I gotta update my account here. It has taken me 4 trades to get back above water. So they're all like pulling teeth, you know.
Yeah.
My loss was for 130, and it took me 4 trades to make that back plus some. So I think I'm gonna call it.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 That is tight. Yeah.
Yeah. Very tight.
That sounds good, man.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right. I will see you tomorrow morning.
All right. See you tomorrow morning.
Okay, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Eh. A second. All right, YouTube, that is it. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back at 7:45 p.m. for the Asia session. We'll be keeping an eye on what happens between Russia and Ukraine, the European and NATO leaders in Washington today. If there are some signs that peace might break out, we will see gold continue its decline. If tensions arise, the meetings don't go well, and Trump posts some inflammatory stuff, then we will see gold rise. So we'll see you this evening. Have a good night.